Today, I'm here with my barber and friend, Nia Haskins. What's good, Nia?
Jay, how you doing?
Doing great. So I'm glad that we finally got a chance to do this. So when I went out there, I saw Nia giving free haircuts, and I was like, first of all, I don't see girls cutting hair, so that shit was just different to me. And then I was like, wait a minute. All these people that keep getting up are looking fresh as hell. Like every time afterwards, I was like, damn, I didn't know like female barbers were like that. And then you were just giving people cuts for free. So like I always wanted to learn more about like how'd you get into barbering and why do you do it for free too?
Oh man. Hey everyone, welcome back to my vlog. I want to formally introduce myself. My name is Nia. I'm a multidisciplinary artist, originally from New Jersey in America. My disciplines are photography, painting, jewelry making, and barbering, which we are here to talk about today is barbering. I've been a barber for 17 years now. I go by the name Barbernista. That's where what a lot of people do know me as. The people that I've been cutting for the most part, they do know me as Barbernista. I'm into fashion design also, so I came up with the name like years ago. So I thought about, I was like fashionista, then I was like Barbernista, that works. So Barbernista, to me, Barbernista is just the love of all things barbering. I started cutting hair 2 years after high school, about 2 years or so after high school, because I was a shampoo assistant first, and then I moved up once I got my license. And then I started working in a shop, and I'm gonna be honest, like I thought I was gonna be doing hair, you know what I mean? I did not know I was gonna be cutting. So, you know, the people I was working for, they helped me get my clippers. I was working at the mall at the time too, so I know it was so taboo for people to get haircuts at the mall. But I was working at the mall, and I had some good coworkers, Muhammad, Brendan, Che, Eric, all of them. They were good to me. You know, they all taught me a lot of what I know, especially with the shears and just cutting all different types of hair. I mean, we cut everything that came through the mall. So I had a good experience, and I was working there for years. I cut in college. I worked for the military for a little while. That was probably like one of my best jobs as a barber. Definitely would recommend it. Like if you ever if you live near a military base and you can get situated and working on a base, especially as a newer barber, you know, you're gonna really have to get up to date with your phase, but you know, they take care of you. You know what I mean? For the time being, I was doing all right for myself. So I worked there for a while. I worked out in Jersey, out in Miami for some time. I was working, I had my own suite for a time also. So yeah, I've been doing this for some time. I feel like the most difficult thing when it came to barbering for me starting out was, I think it being in more of a male-dominated field, starting out as a woman and like a feminine woman, it was a little different. And I would have people tell me like, nah, like I'm not letting you touch me, I'm not letting you cut my hair. I've had bad experience, blah, blah, blah. So I had to fight with that for years. Like even to this day, like I still get folks that are still like, I'm like, bro, it's 2025. Like, but that was like really the toughest thing, just having to constantly prove myself as a barber, you know, even more as like a woman barber. So thankfully though, I had a lot of people that, you know, that worked with me, and I had a lot of men, believe it or not, a lot of men, their mothers cut their hair. Yeah, their mothers, or there was a woman in their life that cut their hair at home, especially when they were, you know, couldn't really get to the shop like that often. So that helped a lot. I had a lot of great mentors. Joey, you know, rest in peace to him. He really took me under his wing for a little while, and I'm grateful. What is the future for me with barbering? I think the future for me would be probably more teaching and opening up a space. Like I always dreamed of having a big space where it's like a whole bunch of different artists. We all kind of have our own space, and we collectively all have something. We could have like photographers or painters or musicians, and you know what I mean, a store. We could have like a juice bar. We could have records. You know, I I wanted to have like a big space together where we could all collectively as artists work in a space. That was always really been a dream of mine. But I do see myself like in the future opening up a space and really teaching. I wouldn't mind teaching because I feel like it's a good craft to get into. And wherever you go, like you can cut anywhere. You can really cut anywhere and really make a good living for yourself. Like a lot of barbers, I will say, I mean, people be sleeping on barbers, but you know, we start like between like $30 to $40 an hour, $50 an hour, $60 an hour, depending on what you do and what you add, what kind of services and experience that you offer. So you can do very well as a barber. I just recommend, you know, get your paperwork out the way so that way, you know, you can. I have my licenses in different states, which is you know, has helped a lot, and it helps you get into other spaces. So eventually, if you want to work on a movie set, if you want to be able to travel a bit more, it's good just to get your paperwork and get the schooling out the way, because there's a lot that you learn in school that you really quite wouldn't get, you know, just being thrown in the shop. So I think it's always good to get your formal education as a barber out the way and get to it, baby. But yeah, so you know, if I got any more female barbers that understand and that get it and have been cutting, link with me, you know, like this, share, and you know, I'll definitely in the future add on more, like a day in the shop with me or something like that. You know, I'll add on more for sure. And something that a lot of people don't know is I also had my own barber shop. This was years ago before the pandemic hit. It was called Barbernesta's Beauty and Barber, and she was beautiful. It makes me sad talking about it a little, because my family, they did help me to, my Aunt Lisa especially, and my father, they helped me to build the shop. And unfortunately, you know, the pandemic hit, so we had to shut it down. And it makes me sad because I feel like a lot of work went into it, and you know, I was depressed about it for some time, especially having to completely start over, you know what I mean, as just a barber working for someone else. It made me a little sad. So I know in the future, you know, I definitely hope to bring something back, because it was a really special place, and you know, I only hope for it to be even better than what it was, you know. But yeah, Barbernistas. So yeah, y'all, stay tuned. I'll have some more vlogging. I try to come up with more ideas every day. So if there's things that y'all want to see, let me know. You know, we're about to really make this thing go big. So thank you for your support, and we'll catch up soon. All right, peace.